Hey guys, today I got another duck profile coming at you. This is an update to my Batteryman, because I don't think I did a profile for Batteryman since Snatch Steal was legal, so it needs some help. And with Tour Guide gone, my cast Batteryman I can't do anymore. So you know what? Let's get started. Alright guys, let's get right to it. First up we have Batteryman Industrial Strength. Basically you banish 2 Batterymen for your graveyard to play this guy, and you can send 1 other Thunder type monster out of play to destroy 1 spell or trap and 1 monster on the field. This is really good, it clears a lot of stuff, and it's easy to summon. Batteryman Fuel Cell, when you have 2 or more Batterymen face up in the field, you can just special summon this thing right from your hand, and you contribute another Batteryman to bounce a card back to your opponent's hand. Again, really easy to summon. Next up we have 3 Cyber Dragon. Basically, we got some tribute monsters in here, so Cyber Dragon's great tribute fodder, and he's a light and he's level 5, so he works well with our Pleiades. Next up is Batteryman Charger. He gets a boost for every Batterman, 300 attack and defense, and when he is normal summon, you can special summon Batteryman, except himself, from the hand or deck. Next up we have 2 Thunder Seahorse. Basically, you send this to the graveyard to add 2 Batterman 9-volts to your hand. 2 Honest, because it's really good, and we just play the max. Batteryman 9-volt. The searcher of the deck, whenever he is summoned in any way, you can add 1 Batteryman from your deck to your hand. And he also gets another 1000 attack and defense, but he kills himself during the end phase. Last but not least is Batteryman Micro Cell. He's kind of the weakest monster we have, both by stats and effect. He's a flip effect, so he's inherently slow, but when he flips up, you can special summon any 4 or lower Batteryman from your deck. So basically, you flip this, you play this. Next up is Instant Fusion for our 1 target, Panzer Dragon. We may drop one of the level 4 or rank 4s for a Nodin when he finally comes out. Next up is Regeki, because we're an OTK deck and we want to blow stuff up. Then we have 3 Battery Charger, very nice card, 500 life points, special summon any Batteryman from the graveyard, really nice. 2 MST, deal with some back row. 3 Monarch Stormforth, because this combos very well with our Battery Charger. 3 Supply Squad, because since Batteryman 9-volt kills himself during the end phase, this thing will activate. And if we have a bad OTK push, or this thing gets attacked and flipped and destroyed, we get a +1 from this and a +1 from that. So there's quite a bit of synergy with Supply Squad in this deck. Next up is a one-off Mischief of the Gnomes. Basically, it's another Monarch Stormforth, but you can use it twice, and it has some synergy when used against certain decks like Burning Abyss, S-Knights, and Necros. Next up is Bottomless Trap Hole. We got 1 Mirror Force, 1 Vanity's Emptiness, then we got the 3 Royal Decree. Love this card, it's awesome. And last but not least is a little personal choice of mine, is the Curse Seal Forbidden Spell. Playing this in Tunes, I kind of fell in love with the card. I'm trying it in this deck, I have enough spells I think. A lot of times you'll have extra chargers in hand, or a Monarchs you don't know what to do with, so this thing kind of comes in handy. And if you hit the right spell, like a Necro's Mirror or something with this thing, it really hurts your opponent. And then the extra deck is pretty much just rank 4 toolbox. We got like Cowboy and Abyss Dweller and Daigusto, Lavalval Chain, Exiton, Gaga Samurai, Castel, 101, the Black Ship of Corn, Ragna Zero, and XYZ Dragon. Then we have Pleiades, because we can make him with the Instant Fusion. And we have Photon Strike Bouncer, because we can make him with all of our Batteryman Fuel Cells. And then here's the Panzer Dragon for the Instant Fusion target. And we have the Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon. This thing's really nice, because we're playing a Cyber Dragon. You can make this thing sometimes, but more importantly, what you end up doing with the dumb thing is your opponent's playing Cleforts, or they're playing like another Cyber Dragon or Geargia or something. This thing can be really sneaky. You play like, Cyber Dragon, and then you fuse with their towers and your Cyber Dragon for this. It's a really good answer for that kind of thing. Alright guys, that's the deck. Duel time! Alright guys, this first duel is against Cyber Dragon. I opened OK with the Royal Decree and the Monarch Stormforth. I thought it was quite funny when I found out he was playing Cyber Dragons. Ooh, that Decree though hit some serious crap. And I make my Chimera Tech just to troll him. Here's where he does his shenanigans to go into infinity and suck up. Nom, 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 nom. I was like, you stupid idiot. Well, Regeki. He's like, no. I'm like, haha, fooled you. And then I just start doing this. The funny thing was, my deck actually wasn't working too well at this point. Like, I just didn't draw very well. But it didn't matter, because Batteryman too strong. I was like, yeah, you better lose. So my Royal Decree is putting in some serious work, and he decides, you know what, I'm going to do Power Bond, attack for 6,000. I'm like, honest, lol. Next up is Yang Zing. Swap. Basically, the Yang Zing duel was a little bit different. Ooh, got that brutality, but missed the breakthrough skill. It's brutal. So I couldn't do anything that turn. But like I was saying, basically, the Yang Zing is not the ideal deck to be playing with an OTK style deck that wins via attacking with a bunch of monsters, mostly because all the Yang Zings can do is just keep, floating into something else, which makes the OTK push pretty difficult. However, I was relying on him not to do very much so I could build my hand and really, really go for it. And he didn't. He swings and does a boatload of damage, but I managed to turn it around. Turn the ship around. Do-da-do-da-da-da. Attack with a bunch of crap. I made sure to bounce one just so that there'd be less floating, I guess. And I think I actually managed to blow through all the monsters. So he sets the Xiaofeng, and I was like, you know what? Absolutely not. Let me grab my industrial strength so I don't lose a monster, and Patui. So much damage. Last up but not least is Ritual Beast. And oh boy, was it a feast. Look at all them traps. It'd be a shame if I set Royal Decree. Come at me, bro. So, little does he know, he's absolutely screwed. Na-na-na-na-na, doing my Kanahak Shonanogas. Gonna get me some trap cards. Oh yeah. I need another trap card, because you know what's cool? Oh, he searched a monster. Who cares? Royal Decree. Ha ha ha. Now it's time just to be an absolute jerk. Do-do-do-do. Blarg. I just did my honest to make sure that I could just do as much damage as possible, so that he didn't have much to work with next turn. Ooh, he drew a trap. So he's still trying to do his search-ins, though I don't know what he plans on grabbing. Because I guess a spell for an OTK push, and he attacks. I'm like, oh, it sucks. Oh well. I'm like, alright, break that thing apart. And I didn't know what he just set. I thought it might have been the spell he just grabbed. So I figured I should try to blow it up. Nah, it was honest. It was Solemn Warning. Who cares? Patoo! Alright guys, I hope you liked the deck profile. Like, comment, subscribe, and let me know down in the comments below if you have any suggestions or ideas of what decks I should do next. Perhaps there's a deck that you have that you just don't quite know what to do with, and you'd like someone's opinion on it. I don't know why you'd want mine, but I don't even know why I'm doing this. But yeah, remember guys, if you don't troll the meta, who will? I'll see you guys next time.